Hey everyone, Jeremy here, but you can call me Deuce, and today we're going on a hike in Parker Dam, California at the Desert Oasis. Check this out. I'm pretty stoked. It's a beautiful day in January. Perfect weather. And looking to see where this adventure takes us today. Now this is what truly makes it a desert oasis, is there's actually a water stream running right through in the desert. Wow. Very cool. We just crossed the stream, and coming around the other side, you can see it coming in. It's pretty sweet. You gotta cross it again. This place is so awesome. Looks like there's a little waterfall too. I'm not seeing footprints, so it looks like I probably heading the right way. I don't know where the fuck this goes. All right, check this out. Looks like we're going into a tunnel. Some cool little cave tunnel, some shelter here. Oh, it's a little tight. Some petroglyphs. This is incredible. So I forgot to bring my hiking boots. I'm doing this in tennis shoes, but so far so good. But it would be nice to climb up those rocks with my hiking boots that actually had some grip. Oh, it's got pricked. This is a lot of fun though. Well, you can tell it's been a bit since I went on the hike. I'm definitely huffing and puffing a little bit. So I gotta start making this a more regular habit because I need to get back in good shape. Well, Kevin and Sandra weren't lying when they said this place was awesome. It's absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I made the decision to come here today. Really needed a good pick-me-up, and this is delivering. Check out those palm trees in the valley. Well, that was an adventure. So after the last waterfall, I went right to what I thought was a trail, but then, I don't know, like maybe a quarter of a mile, it was clear it wasn't a trail, and I just could not find where I missed the turn. So I probably went about at least a half mile out of my way, maybe even a mile. And then I had no choice but to climb up the top one of these mountain tops to look down to find the trail. And it was a long distance. At the last waterfall, I should have made a left instead of a right. Oops. Pulled up my Gaia app. I downloaded the maps before I came out here, and the glare from the sun's like almost impossible to see. It's all part of the adventure. It's what makes it fun. It's just like you start on a journey and you don't know what's in store. Just go for the ride and let it take you there. It's just pretty awesome. So blessed to be living this lifestyle, I can tell you that. Never get tired of this. Even on difficult days like that, when you're like, okay, the sun's gonna set in a couple hours, you know, I might have to take drastic measures and basically climb every hill back there to the top and back down if I have to, but I'm getting to the road before sunset because I'm not getting stuck in the desert. Although I do have my life straw with me, so, and there's a water source, so I could hang out. I'll just probably be freezing overnight. It's been in the low to mid 40s every night. A couple nights, I think that coming up, it's supposed to actually get into the high 20s overnight. So definitely don't want to be sleeping outside, and I didn't bring my jacket. So we're gonna finish this out and just have a really good time, because we are adventuring with purpose as we roam free and explore more, baby. That's how Deuce roams. Pretty cool rock statue. It's a guide marker. I got some nice off the sun setting off in the distance, some hills. Very cool back here. Now this is all BLM land. When you're lost, this is what I look for. Footprints. Oh, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Do I go left Or do I go right? I'm going right, baby. That's off the beaten path. As you can see, it's not the main path. And this is what happens. It kind of like just disappears. But in a spot like this, I can clearly see the main trail going across the waterfall there. I really couldn't see it on the other side. So then I ended up, yeah, having to climb all the way, it's way up there to look down. As a nomad, you begin to adjust to what we call nomad time, which is whenever. So I started this hike, I think at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I do want to be done before sunset, like I said, and I still have to go pick up prescriptions at Walmart and whatnot. So a lot of things to do, but as you start adjusting this lifestyle, it's really about just whatever catches you in the moment. And that's what I love so much, the freedom that comes along with it. You know, if you have a plan to do something one day, you know, you can change it immediately just based on whatever vibe or feel you got. Or maybe someone comes by and, you know, you start chatting, and next thing you know, 2-3 hours go by and like, you haven't done shit all day. So, but it's part of the journey, like just meeting people, the experiences, the gorgeous weather. Like my plan is just to stay where the weather's nice. So I got a rotation that I'm working on, but yeah, it's really good just to be out there enjoying the fresh air on this January day. Beautiful blue skies in the sunshine. I'm gonna make it a point to start doing more of this because I know this is a good workout, especially the climbs. I love the climbs because we're going all the way to the top and beyond, baby. I don't believe in ceilings. There's just basically, the sky's the limit. Beyond the sky, there's no limit. Like, so if you want to accomplish something or you want to do something, anything's possible. The only thing stopping you from achieving what you want is right here. And once you change that, you can do anything. The freedom that comes along with this, and to just follow the road to wherever it's calling me. And today, it's at the BLM Oasis in Parker Dam, California. I almost said Arizona, because where I'm staying, my phone keeps going back and forth between Mountain Time and Pacific Time, even if I'm not moving it. So like I have to constantly keep double checking. It's easy to get caught up and lose time, even though that's really irrelevant at this point. But you can, wow, look at this. This is so fucking awesome, guys. This view is just killer. Never get enough of this. All right, so we're about 2.4 miles into the hike. According to All Trails, it's 3.9 miles. It's a loop. And I'm curious to see when I finish how many miles I actually went, because that'll tell me how far I went out of my way. But definitely getting some exercise in. The pace isn't that great, stopping for pictures and videos and whatnot, but I've already burned 300 calories. I'm able to keep an eye on my heart rate, but my pace is pretty lousy, mainly for stops and pictures and stuff. But it's like 40 minutes. It's not like, that's not good. I should be, depends on the climb and what, but like my goal is at least 20 minutes, a 20-minute mile. So we'll see if the third mile I pick it up a little bit more, because I'm just kind of like walking and talking with y'all. Now, spots like this is where it's pretty easy for me to lose trail, because it comes in the dirt and then you hit the rocks, and then it's like, okay, where do I go? Well, I know from looking ahead, it's this way, but you can see it's like harder. Like you can go down this wash. There's a lot of places to go, and sometimes like you go past it and you're like, where the fuck am I? So, but we're still on trail. Now, one recommendation for doing the Oasis hike that I would have is I would do it clockwise, so that you finish with the waterfalls, the stream, and then the palm trees, and start with the desert side of it, the more rocky canyon, cactus side of it. So it's always, to me, I always like having the payoff at the end. I got the payoff at the start, and so it's a lot of work. If it wasn't for the blue skies, it'd be a different story, but I'm still enjoying the views. It just would have been awesome to go clockwise and just end right by the water crossings, waterfalls, and natural springs, along with the palm trees. Those palm trees were so fucking massive too. We got a canyon crossing coming up. see some footprints, so I'm just going to keep following it. You know, it's been 7 months since I've been on the road. I started this journey on June 30th. Well, now it's the middle of January, and this life has been everything I expected and more. So, meaning as far as the joy, the happiness, you know, just to that wanderlust that I have, choosing to be a nomad and just hit the road and adventure full time, it's definitely lived up to everything I was looking for. But then you start, you know, thinking about everything else that's happened in that time frame too. That, you know, once you go from a fast-paced life where you're just, everything's bang, 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 till you wake up and you're like, well, what am I going to do today? I really, you know, I'm going to do whatever I want. And then you start tinkering around with your rig and your setup, moving solar panels, you know, camp showers, all that stuff that, you know, it takes time. And then you know, if you cook meals, that takes time. So you lose your day pretty quickly, especially in the winter months when we don't have as much daylight. You know, the sun this morning on Pacific time, I think sunrise was at 7:30 this morning, and sunset's like 4:45 or something like that. So it's not a lot of daylight. And to top it off, you can see it's really nice. I'm wearing short sleeves. I'm very comfortable. It's perfect. I'm getting some, you know, some good rays today. The UV is good, but it doesn't really warm up till around lunchtime. In the morning, it could be 40 degrees. So a lot of times you kind of just tinker around, mess around inside the camper. And then this is me, you know, you know, I like to just mess around inside the camper until it warms up. And if it feels warm enough where I can go outside without a shirt, when I know it's going to be over 60 in a day, then that's when I go out and start my day. But that could, you know, you've already lost half your day. So you're looking at maybe 4 or 5 hours when you can really take advantage of that daylight in the temperatures that you're looking for. So it's just part of the journey. Summertime's different because, you know, you get so much daylight. So working on my solar setup right now and my house battery setup in my new camp, because right now I have a cat and mouse game between my EcoFlow Delta 2 and my Delta 2 Max extra battery, along with the Battleborn 100 amp lithium and my solar panels. I keep going back and forth between using the EcoFlow to provide shore power to my camper and then running my Starlink off of the Battleborn, which is just Starlink's been an energy hog for me. So I'm getting close to pulling a trigger, and I'll probably make a video about that because I've been hemming and hawing, you know, trying not to spend money because let's be real, don't have an income right now. So trying to make this adventure last as long as I possibly can, hopefully for the rest of my life. But, you know, just any extra day I can get, the less money I spend, the further I can go. But I want my setup to be the right way. And I think I've mentioned a few times to people that, you know, I'm looking to build out a setup at some point that I could disperse camp, boondock for a week out in the desert, you know, maybe Valley of the Gods. And, you know, I'm out there for a week and I have enough solar and enough battery that I can trickle charge my R1T to the point where at the end of the week it's fully charged. And then you go into town, get supplies, and just, you know, change spots every week. That's my ultimate goal. To bring that to fruition, it's a heavy investment, and I'm not sure I'm willing to go there yet, but I am willing to go to somewhere where I can have a little bit better setup than I have now, where I don't have to worry about like just moving my portable panels around all day to keep up with my energy needs. So I do make it a habit though, when I leave camp, I unplug the Starlink. I am not leaving that on when I'm out there, things like that. But outside of the Starlink, I know we're talking about my setup where I'm gonna hike, but I'm just kind of like have it in my head because I'm thinking about these things. But outside of Starlink, my setup I have actually works perfectly. I can go days without sun. So out here in the desert, I can go infinitely with the fridge and lights and everything else, even charging my laptop and tablet and phone, no issues. But Starlink in the mix, that's the difference that I'm having with my setup. It's just not enough. So if you're thinking about Starlink, think about that. And then also when you have the Starlink, it's not cheap. It's $165 a month. And I mean, it's worth it for what you get, the speed you get. I think it's worth it. I was paying about $100 a month before I hit the road in my house to have similar speeds. So that's definitely worth it. if you ask me, because I'm a tech guy and, you know, I love internet. I stream everything and whatnot. I'm always doing things online.
Split 3. Split pace, 24 minutes, 15 seconds per mile.
All right, so mile 3 was 24 minutes and 15 seconds, so much better than the 40 minutes, so because we're just knocking this out. I'm gonna give you this view. You can see the sun setting there on the mesa. So cool. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm a tech guy, and you know, I love my Starlink, so I'm actually debating. Oh wow, look at this. This is amazing, guys. Oh, this is so beautiful. The Red Rock Canyon. This is Red Rock. I haven't seen red dirt in a bit. I think Sedona was the last time I saw Red Rock. Pretty awesome. I know I'm using this like as a sounding board too, because I got a lot of thoughts going through my head as I'm hiking, so I thought it'd be kind of cool just to capture some of that and share it with you. You know, one of the things that I've been thinking about lately, since I read that Rivian this year is starting to sell the RCV, which is the Rivian cargo van, is I would really be interested in buying one and building it out, and then, you know, trying out the van life in one. The only problem I have with that is the time, you know, I would have to take away from adventuring to focus on building it out. But I think it'd be really cool, and just a unique way to really spread the message about sustainability and, you know, working to reduce our carbon footprint on this planet, because that's very important. And just, again, to show everyone that it's possible to live this lifestyle with an EV. And that was like the original mission that I started with Deuce Roams, was just to show people that you can do it, that I can trailer a camper across the country in an EV and not even have any issues. I haven't had 0 issues. I've gone 5,000 miles. I've been all over the country. I've been in areas where there's not charging stations for hundreds of miles. Or at that time, actually, I didn't have the Tesla adapter. There was Tesla charging station, fast chargers, but there wasn't anything else. And I figured a way to do that. So anything is possible when you believe and you have this on your side. That's the message. I think I might be off trail, but I see some footprints. Where the fuck did I go? So I came up to this wash, and, you know, I saw footprints, and all of a sudden they're gone. I don't know if I cross here and go over, but this is where I can get mixed up pretty easily. I'm gonna try this wash. So there's a marker right here in the wash. So I take it. We're supposed to take the wash out, and we're gonna find out. But this will definitely lead us to the road. Another marker. That's where you get nervous, because actually last night it did rain. Like, it was my first time since I was in Sedona that it had rain. It didn't rain hard, but it was a good steady hours long medium rain. A little bit more than light, I'd say. I don't think it would have been enough to cause like a flood. Like, I'd have to worry about walking this wash. Just one thing I have to worry about walking this wash is stepping in the fucking burrow shit. So, which I haven't seen any of them since I've been on the trail. I saw one Roadrunner when I first got on. But this is pretty cool. Check this out. See if I can get a better view from up here without slipping in the rock. What's up, everyone? So I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to be going. I think so, because there was markers at the back end. You guys saw that? But this is a lot of fun. One thing that makes me feel okay about this is I know that I'm heading in the direction to the Parker Dam Road where the trailhead is. So worst case, I hit the road and I walk to my truck. So we'll get there. But as you can see, we're down in the valley, and the canyons on both sides are blocking that sun pretty good. So it's only 2:53, but it'll be dark here soon. So like I said earlier, the sun sets at 4:45, I believe. So it sets a little bit earlier here, I can guarantee that. So a pretty big sized quartz rock there. We're at 3.6 miles right now, so we're getting close to the 3.9, so should be out of here. Another, hopefully 3/4 mile, maybe, we'll see. I am getting a good workout in, so there's no complaints. And I got nothing but time on my side, so all is good. There's some petroglyphs here too, you can see. Look at that. So it looks like there's a path coming out of the wash, and we'll actually get out of the wash. Let's check it out. Definitely looks like a path again, so let's see. And for now it is. It just goes back into the wash. It's probably a traffic diverter for the burros as they're passing through. Well, I'm gonna be hungry by the time I get back to my truck, I can tell you that. I packed a couple snacks though. I got some hard-boiled eggs and yogurt, my healthy snacks, with an ice pack in the cooler in my truck, so we'll be all good. Should be there soon. This view right here is just crazy. I am on cloud 9 right now. Simply amazing. I totally know why they call it the Desert Oasis, because it's an absolute fucking oasis here. I'll be back in this trail for sure. Now this is an absolutely amazing fucking spot right here. You can see the water running from the rain last night, so there's definitely, in a storm, I would be climbing as high as I could get up. Almost to the end. And on the other side, we have the sun just shining off the canyon. We're coming to the end here. You can see my Apple Watch is at 4.42 miles. And we're almost to the trailhead, at least I think. Definitely at the main road. Hopefully my phone fucking doesn't die. Or do I gotta walk back in the road? I don't know. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh well. At least I'm on the main road.